But I always say the same walls able to protect you are the same walls blocking your blessings. So now they're being pulled from behind it. It's makes them feel some kind of way. And again, people start to mishandle things. You also have situations where people are getting bad advice. Like I'm gonna give one example. There's this book called The Game by Neil Strauss. I don't know if you ever read that book,
Yeah,
but
Neil's great.
Neil, you know, he went into that world of pickup artistry, learned it, and he was great with the women. But then once he found that woman that he fell in love with, all that stuff doesn't work anymore. So you have a lot of men being taught how to handle women in general, but they don't understand that's not how you handle the woman you truly love. And so now again, you have individuals who, though they are truly in love with this person, they constantly mishandle it with bad guidance, with fear, and all these things. This is what makes it hard. And I even think that a lot of times the people who are supposed to be together sometimes will have the hardest time getting together. But I believe that once we're able to conquer that part of it and actually come together, it's not hard. Yes, it takes work. I believe we have to be conscious and mindful of how we treat our partners, how we show up, being willing to listen. But I think it's so much easier to do those things with someone you have a connection with and you're truly in love with. It's gonna always feel 10 times harder when you're in the wrong relationship. And I would argue the vast majority of people are in the wrong relationship. That's why they're seeing it be so difficult. And when you see this whole it's easy, typically it's easy because you have two people who are not digging deeper. They're trying to ride out that chemistry we talked about earlier for as long as possible, all right? So yeah, it seems like it's great, it's easy, no issues. But it doesn't really work like that because they're just not facing the reality of the situation. So I think we have to understand that there is going to be some bumps in the road because of all the things that people have been through. But once we're able to come together and we know this is our partner, this is who we want to share our life with, it can get so much better.
Yeah, and do you think that people have just been given generally the wrong education on how to deal with another person in their life?
100%.